Question. What are these free...
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's tie this up. This is an Xisumavoid's video. It's called Marketing Minecraft Strain on the Game. Let's react to this. Let's see what we think in our opinions.
Question. What do these free images have in common? The answer will lead us on a series of thoughts and questions that might be able to explain a growing trend of dissatisfaction towards Minecraft's more recent features and updates. Or better worded, a contributing force that has put negative pressure on the game's development. My last discussion video was mostly about the Trails and Tales update. We also touched on the history leading up to 1.20, as well as ideas to help make the next update better. In all of that research and thoughts, something else became rather clear, which I decided merited its own video, that you are currently watching. So I'm not going to linger on the proposed mystery and turn it into a big deal. It's not. These images are the, air quotes, promotional art from previous updates.
These were promotional arts of previous update. So I was going to say straight away that my first opinion on this was they were just really simple pictures. Like this one below. A simple redstone picture was to symbolize an update. And I actually remember this. I remember when they did this because I remember making snapshot videos. I remember when they added andesite, granite, and diorite. I remember it.
Updates.
Like
1.5 Redstone update, 1.7 the update that changed the world, and 1.8 Bountiful update. All three of these updates were released before the Microsoft takeover. Using the Internet Wayback Machine, we can see the original posts from that time on the Mojang website, and for the most part, this was how they communicated these updates. A relatively small and casual blog post outlining new additions with little fluff or hype to be found. And of course, we can't forget the classic trailers made by Hat Films on Mojang's now rebranded YouTube channel.
oh, dude, Hat Films. Are they the dudes who made the 4J Studios trailers too? I think they are. That was good times.
This is something we will come back to soon. From the beginning to now, the community around the game has always played a huge role in the game's success, mostly due to how the nature of content made with Minecraft also promotes it. Today, the scales have moved somewhat with increasing activity on Mojang's half when it comes to promoting the game. In the early days, it was mostly YouTubers and community-created content that would inform everyone to what's what in the latest big release or new snapshot. As I already mentioned, update trailers for the game were also fan-made. I believe Hat Films handled most of the trailers from 2011 during the beta updates, up to the pretty scary update and the end update on Xbox 360 in 2013.
Good times.
So you might see where I'm going with this. Obviously, things have changed since those nostalgic years now past us. It's in this change that we may find a cause for...
Hold on. Wow. You guys might be able to see this video above me. Steve's appeal to Cnanis and Notch. 12 years ago, these videos were. I just want to pause a second here, though, and have, like, my own opinions about this. I totally understand the kind of direction that Mojang and Minecraft are going in with the DLCs and the more high-quality trailers. Microsoft is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, corporation in the world. They have a lot of money. They spend a lot of money on Minecraft, and they're obviously going to be promoting it in a lot bigger ways, which is classed as like modern society ways, right? Like video game trailers that are above and beyond. It's not just Minecraft. This is video games in general, which although this video is specifically focusing on Minecraft, I actually think this impacts all video games. But it's crazy to see how we went from these basic fan-made content to these high, intense quality trailers.
Some of the game's current woes. But first, let's take a closer look at the timeline between then and now. The Minecraft YouTube channel is a really great resource for seeing these changes visually over time. It follows a similar trajectory as many other YouTube channels, improving thumbnails and presentation, streamlining the content, and increasing the production value to the point where a full team of people now produce the videos seen on the channel, a path many YouTubers have taken from humble origins. In 2016, 2 years after Microsoft brought Mojang, you can see the shift begin. trailers for Bedrock Edition map packs on the marketplace roll out to the channel, many of which can be found between the Exploration update and the World of Color update. A year later, the promotion cycle for Minecraft Earth begins with additional content not seen before. And then there is the mob vote. Notice which one has the least amount of views. How curious. Then in 2018, more Minecon hype
Hold on, let's go back to that. Hold on, how many views have they got, all of them? Let's have a quick look at the views. Mob D, which is behind me, you guys can't see it, which was the Blaze one, this one right here, has 1 million views. The little Chomper, which was Mob C, 1 million. And the Ocean one, the giant squid, has 1.3. And the Phantom has 574,000. Why do we pick this? Also, Xisumavoid, I seen, and I remember this as clear as day. Xisumavoid was one of those YouTubers that wanted to pick this flying mob. So before he tries to backtrack and says, wonder why this was picked, I remember all those years ago when I was picking this darn thing, all the Java players were picking this flying one. Just saying, man. Still haunts Minecraft today. Anyway.
Notice which one has the least amount of views. How curious. Then in 2018, more Minecon hype followed by the Update Aquatic trailer, and the Biome Chooser vote came along too. You may notice increasing thumbnail clarity and also a tagline text. It's in 2019 that we start to see interim content between the previous standards, interviews with developers and community figures, as well as our first April Fool's trailer, known as Minecraft 3D. Fast forward another couple of years and we see the Ask Mojang series and top 10 lists, which is very much modelled on the Minecraft videos made by the community. These are where facts and knowledge about the game are assembled into lists, a very popular format at the time, and I've even made some myself. The rhythm of content has remained pretty consistent since then. There has, however, been a noticeable uptick in teasers, explainers, and excitement videos linked directly to the content inside the updates, starting with the 1.19 Wild update, but really exploding with 1.20. Although I haven't analysed Minecraft's social media presence in the same way as the YouTube channel, my own organic experience through covering updates and snapshots has led me closely following their Twitter account tweets and Minecraft.net posts. I've noticed the same thing, an uptick in posts and media to create engagement and excitement around the game. This became very apparent recently with a ton of promotional material for Trails and Tales coming through the official Twitter account. These observations have led me to the question this video is about. Making all of this well-produced...
Hold on, before we go any further, though, what I do want to say is that times have changed a lot compared to when we were first making Minecraft content and developers were first making updates and YouTube was just a sole platform. I think when I was growing up into this YouTube phenomenon, is what we're going to call it now, is you had Twitter and you had YouTube. And that was it, right? That was it. They were the main sources of promotion, social medias. There's probably a couple other ones back then, but it was those two, and that was it, right? Like you'd see them tweet a couple of things, and then the rest you would see just on YouTube content. And I think this is a situation for all creators. Like we don't just have YouTube now, right? We have YouTube, we have Twitch, we have TikTok, we have Facebook gaming, you've got Instagram Reels, Twitter, aka X now. So there's a lot of factors. Obviously, in order to grow in one now, you use one to help the others grow, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what Minecraft are typically doing. They're doing quite a lot of cross-platform, cross-social media promotions. You'll see them do it a lot. They'll do it a lot on TikTok, and they'll be like, hey, we just created a TikTok page. Head over there, check out the new content that's not been posted anywhere. They've done it on Instagram as well. It's just a way to build a following, an even bigger following.
Content takes time, resources, and more importantly, coordination. It has become somewhat of a trend since the Never update for big Minecraft updates to release in June, just in time for the holidays. A good business move, no doubt, getting the hype for the game revived in time for a large portion of its player base to spend their increased free time on. This is a far cry from the casual attitude Mojang had over a decade ago.
March,
Updates would drop somewhat out of
August,
the blue with
October.
very little attention given to the marketing machine that has now been built around the game. Of course, not long after 1.20's release, the summer celebration sale arrives to cash in on the Trails and Tales excitement. So what's the issue? All this increased marketing around the game is highly coordinated, with deadlines to meet and promotional content to produce in time. The question is, how does this affect game development? Deadlines can create pressure and time constraints that could lead to features being cut if they are not ready in time. Marketing needs may also impact the demands put on developers, not only to progress the game as they see fit, but to hit certain demographics and audiences with features that suit, for example, a cuteness factor, something for the kids, or an easily marketable addition that feeds into a growing promotional cycle. These are, of course, questions, not accusations. Mojang have every right to promote their game however they see fit.
I want to stop that for a second. That's something I never really took into consideration. Like, back in the day, when they released stuff, it was stuff that was ready. Xisumavoid just said then, because we now have deadlines, and the developers are now targeting specific releases, there are features that don't necessarily make it into Minecraft. One of them, as of recent for 1.20, was that kind of vine/berry thing on the wall that Roger Badgerman leaked. Was that actually a feature that they just didn't get out in time? They've also got trailers that they have to get done on time. And it's right. Like, as a creator and as Microsoft as a company, you have deadlines to do. Like, when a new update comes out, I need to make those videos within the first, like, 20, 48 hours. Because if I don't, then the videos just, they tank and no one's really interested in them. I think Minecraft is very, very similar as well. And pretty much every single video game is somewhat similar. They have to hit targets and deadlines. Otherwise, content can get cut out and just not added.
The issue is that some of these aspects are clearly linked, the summer release date a seemingly self-evident one. With these links, an increased demand in one area surely affects the other to some extent. That area of concern being the game's development. This has led me to wonder, and of course ask all of you, if this might be a contributing factor to the recent rocky times within our community. Setting aside the drama of chat reporting, account migration, and selective EULA enforcements, is the game lacking direction due to these external factors, and thus leading to updates receiving a mixed response? If Mojang were to focus an update entirely on stability, quality of life changes, or tackle fundamental systems like inventory management, would this be allowed? It's certainly harder to market small features and increased game performance over new blocks and mobs. But is that actually what the majority of Minecraft's player base want? In terms of numbers, the game seems to be doing...
That's a very good question. I know I keep pausing this, but for those of you watching this, would you happily pause Minecraft updates in terms of big updates? Because, of course, big updates sell. Minecraft and Microsoft, they know big updates are going to sell, right? Like, that's what brings players back. And I also noticed that he's like, a lot of people get confused with some certain updates and features not living up to their hype. But would you sacrifice development on all Minecraft updates for however long it takes for stability, quality of life changes, the rework on the combat, inventory management, modding API, better networking, crossplay with Bedrock? Would you prioritize all of these features for any future Minecraft update? And that is a very, very big question to ask. Because at the end of the day, as Minecraft players, by God, do we love new features. However, this kind of content that we see on screen right now from Xisumavoid might not necessarily sell to the audience, which is what Microsoft initially want to get. But wow, that is, again, something that I think we probably need.
Features and increased game performance over new blocks and mobs. But is that actually what the majority of Minecraft's player base want? In terms of numbers, the game seems to be doing fine on its current course, but for how long? And as someone who follows the development closely, I do want to point out there are consistently under-the-hood performance changes, as well as tweaks, changes, and fixes that can make a big difference. I'm not suggesting there is any slack in this department. Minecraft is clearly increasing its marketing strategy, and it's probably paying off. However, this game succeeded on its merits in the past without such coordinated campaigns, and the question should be asked, is it necessary? For example, Team Fortress 2 is another long-standing game, actually older than Minecraft as it was released in 2007. It's also been continuously updated over the years, completely for free. Much like Mojang back in the day, the latest update was announced via, you guessed it, a blog post. Lots of text outlining the changes and not even a single image. This update brought 14 new maps to the game and an entirely new game mode, the first in 7 years. Valve is not the only company lacking big promotion and marketing efforts. If one were to look around, we could probably find a whole range of approaches with varying success. My conclusion is a simple one. Minecraft's visibility and success has always come from its community.
Yes.
If the recent wobble of mixed reception has anything to do with the obvious increased coordination of content and marketing, it might just be wise to ditch the strategy. The long-term goal should be sustainability, keeping old players interested and attracting new ones. To achieve that, the updates need to reach a certain level of quality that the developers should be given the time to fully explore. Split updates and dragged out features to reach deadlines may have compromised what could have been. So that's the video. Please do share your thoughts with a comment if you want to add to this conversation. And if you like this format of video and want to see more, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Your contribution there.
Okay, that is an absolutely incredible video, by the way. An absolutely incredible video. Xisumavoid is like my go-to PC player because he knows the ins and outs of pretty much most of the Minecraft stuff. And the way he says things is how Minecraft needs to go back to simplicity. He's right by saying that Minecraft is what it is because of its community, right? It's not because of the developers. It's not because of another YouTuber. It's because of the whole entire community as a whole. And maybe Minecraft does need to scale back a little bit. While keeping the current players happy, they still need to also attract new players. And like he said, an old game like TF2 doing something very basic as what Minecraft used to do, just a blog post. There you go, new update, go and check it out kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed that video. I agree. I definitely think Minecraft needs to scale back and prioritize some of the other features that we've been asking for a very long time. Like for me, I'm crying out for an end update. I've always cried out for an end update, but I think the whole like stability, inventory, and combat stuff, like the most depressing thing and the most frustrating thing about the combat stuff is that Jeb worked on that day in, day out for like, I'm gonna say 2 months, and then it disappeared. It disappeared and nothing was said. In Mojang or Minecraft and the developers, they have a habit of just not talking about it, thinking everyone's going to forget about it. And then when we ask about it, they get angry because we asked about it. And then everyone just, it's like a developer versus community kind of thing. And it shouldn't be like that, as we should just be developers and community, and we're all just kind of together. But I thought that was a very interesting video. I've seen a couple of other people like react to it and talk about it. I just wanted to just basically check it out in my own opinions, basically. Let's leave a like on that video. I really enjoyed that video, to be honest. I like that. But yeah, he's definitely my go-to. That's a big business question. They need to make money. Quality of life impacts PR. New updates make more money. Yes, you are 100% right there, Feather. But as Xisumavoid said there, how long can they do that? How long can they push out these updates and expect everything to be okay? Do you know what I mean? The developers have talked a lot about change in Minecraft, you know, like, but they talk about how Minecraft is going to be around for another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The way they're going now, I don't see it, right? I personally don't see it. Now, one thing I do want to say, and I noticed Xisumavoid kind of touch on that subject. He went over a bunch of other YouTubers' videos, how it's becoming controversial. I don't think Minecraft is becoming controversial. I think a lot of creators managed to make their income and gain a lot of views and popularity because of the negative comments and videos that they make, right? Anything that happens, some minor change, and the developers, YouTubers hate it, right? We really hate change. I see it worse in the Minecraft community than anywhere else. There's so much hatred with some of the stuff that the developers make. But I just try and stay an open mind. I just want to read your comments real quick. I might put that video on YouTube, to be honest, because I think that's a really interesting one. I wasn't ignoring anyone. What's up, Snapple? How you doing? You good? I see you in the chit chat. How you doing? That Steve had pants doesn't seem natural anymore. Who picked the Phantom, by the way? If you did, you stink. Alien, what's up? How you doing? Burak, what's up? Hey, Echo, I got your message and I'm in chat. How you doing? What's up, Simply? How you doing? Jez as well. Sorry, I wanted to I don't know, just curious. Well, like Feather said, updates sell. How long can they keep this going? You know? Who knows? Can you add the mod that we shared in Discord into your mods folder from the stream team? No? I'm already on Minecraft. Why would I add that? The updates are getting closer and closer to people not wanting to update their